Hello, welcome. I'm Tim, and this is SV Paquita. And you know what? I got something to celebrate today. We're going to see what happens here, but I got a really good feeling about this. So, remember my hydronic heater? For those that don't understand, we usually boats have a hot water heater that will heat up when you're plugged into the dock, or if you have a generator or a very strong battery system, you can, through an inverter, you can heat the water electrically. But it also has a heat exchanger that goes through the loop of the bypass loop in the main engine. Just like in your car when you get heat to defrost your window. It works exactly the same way. They put coolant through the thing and it works great. Anyway, I've separated, because I put the new hot water heater in, and I think we were in the Canary Islands when I did that. And I stopped I'm not taking any heat out of the engine anymore, but I had a cheap Chinese hydronic heater that would heat up coolant, go up and heat up, exchange the heat into the hot water heater, and we'd have hot water to take showers and wash up with, but we'd also have leftover heat that we could use for the new bus heater to heat the cabin as well. Well, when I put this system in a few years ago, there is a German system that you can buy that does all this, but it's like $2,500. And I didn't know that I was going to use this that much. If I didn't know that that was a good use of money. So at the time, I think I spent like like $260 or something like that on a cheap Chinese knockoff. And I set it up and I did all the plumbing, and I figured it would fail, but once it was already installed, there'd be nothing to put a good one in if I liked it or not do that. Well, anyway, it worked for, I don't know, a while, and then it died. And then I got another one, and in the same one that was like $260 is now like $160. Very cheap. I put it in and it worked for a few months, and then it died as well. And it never worked right. Like, you could turn it on, but you couldn't really do anything with it. It wouldn't maintain the heat. It wouldn't do anything. You just kind of had to live with it because you were spending very little money on it. And or you didn't have to, but I had to live with that. Anyway, when that one finally died and I was doing my refit and I'm bringing the boat up to such wonderful specs, I said, you know what? I want to do the right thing here and get the good one, but I don't want to spend all that money. So I looked at a YouTube guy. There's a guy on YouTube that all he does is work with these hydronic heaters. He buys everyone out there, and I wish I knew his name so I could promote it, because anyway, I watched a lot of his, and he found, I believe it's still made in China or something like that, but it's made to a much higher standard, and it also has, I believe, U.S. tech support. But anyway, he raved about this people. It wasn't $160 or $260 or anything like that. It was about $650 for the whole system, but still, that's a far cry from the $2,500 from the German one. Well, anyway, I got it and I went to put it in, and it had issues. It kept throwing these codes. So I worked with their customer support, and they said, okay, we think it's a glow plug, and they sent us a new glow plug. It didn't fix the problem, and then it wasn't. Then we had another problem when problems kept escalating, and I had thought they said they were going to send me a new control board, and they did send me one. They sent me one of these, and so this is the old one. I put the new one in, and that didn't fix the problem, but now the remote wasn't working, and it kind of sucked. I just wanted things to be warm and all that. Anyway, I thought in our email exchanges they were saying they're setting the control thing is something that you put on the wall, and you can tell it to you can use Wi-Fi if it's on the boat's network. You can set it up so that I'm away and I'm like, oh, I'm freezing cold. I want a hot shower when I get home. I can have it go and it will turn on. You can do that through Wi-Fi, or you can have it set up so every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning it heats the hot water. You could do that. Or you can set it so that it just maintains the temperature, and if if the hot water is taking the heat, then it will take it. If it doesn't take the heat, then the system just idles. You can do that, or you can just turn it on and off. So it has a whole bunch of stuff. I was really looking forward to using all this. Never could get any of it to work, and I was really kind of bummed it out. And I was like, man, Maybe I should have just bought a $160 one and just had it last for another couple months instead of a good one. Well, anyway, I thought they were sending me one of these new controllers. And I go to pick stuff up, and look at this. I haven't opened it up yet. God, I should have done that. You guys probably, somebody said it was a big head video the other day. But anyway, HLN is the company that I'm using, and it's the 5kW model. I think they sent me a whole brand new unit. Complete. Customers. And you know what? I got to say, it would be nice if I installed it and everything worked. But we don't live in that world. I understand that things, look, they even said that they test every unit before they go out and all that. But anyway, they had really good communication with me, so that made me feel really good. I did not expect them to give me a new one. I didn't ask for a new one, and they just sent one to me. And they don't know anything about my social media. They don't know that you guys are watching this. So that's kind of cool. That's really cool. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to go and I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to swap it out with the other one. Hopefully it will work. And if it does, I'll be back and show you some more. Wish me luck. Okay. So the sun hasn't shined for a few days, and it's been a few days since I recorded the last bit of the video there for you, saying that I had gotten the new HLN system and I was going to put it in and everything was going to be lovely. And you know what? Yeah, we're still recording. You know what? It didn't go that well. And it's not HLN's fault. And luckily, me and a friend of mine, Sean, worked out that we think it's got to be some sort of interference coming. But anyway, messing up the computer. Anyway, I haven't said enough how great this HLN company has been in talking with me. And it turns out that all these problems that I've been having seem to be an interference problem. And they actually not only sent me a new glow plug, but sent me a whole new unit. It took a while, but hey, that's what happens. And then I put it in and I get the same E18 code. And you know, like they said, they test everything before it goes out. And I had changed the new one out. You know, I put a new glow plug in and it still came in. So I'm like, there's got to be something wrong. So I got the new one and I put it in the hole. We're down in the miserable hole there. I got the new one and I got it code 18 again. And I'm like, oh, this is driving me crazy. So, oh, wait. That's not right. What I did was I bench tested it. I took it, you know, when I didn't have it hooked up to any fuel. I didn't have it hooked up to the water lines, but I hooked it up to the battery power up there and turned everything on to see if it would come on. And obviously it's not going to fire, but to see if it's going to throw that code or not. And you know what? It worked fine on the bench. The bench is my galley table and salon table there. And so I put it back here and it doesn't work. So that's when I started thinking, you know what, I'm pulling power off of the bus bar that is fed by 6 solar controllers. There may be some noise in there. We got 13.6 volts, so that's not a voltage issue. It may be a noise issue because everything's coming on, but it's throwing mystery codes, and that might be a noise thing. I don't know. Anyway, so the next step, Sean, my buddy Sean, told me to run a battery over here. I don't have a battery, but if you can see, I've run a big long jumper cable all the way from the batteries in there all the way over here and down here, and it works fine. I have it thrown in there. It is making hot water right now. And you know what? I hate to sound so whiny. And there are times that I got to remind myself, man, every problem I have is not a real problem. Our health is good. Life is good. We're here in paradise. We haven't seen the sun in a couple days. The batteries are at 50%. I'm running the main engine because I got to charge the battery. I don't have to charge them at 50%, but I want to charge them at 50%. Make some water. I started the water maker and I got issues with the water maker. The good news is that one of you had bought me a new filter housing assembly, and I need to put that on. And when I put that on, I'll also address all the leaking, the air vacuum leaks that I've had. So I'm going to try to do that as well, and try to do that. But I needed a win because I got this huge, big ass syringe and filled it full of acetone and ATF before, and then make sure that I have all the cylinders. All the cylinders are topped off. I'm still standing on this breaker bar. I can't get this thing to move. And so to top off, it's cloudy, it's cold, we're freezing. I can't run the heater because my hydronic heater isn't working. We can't take a shower because it's cold water. You can take a shower. I don't like those cold showers. I didn't even want to call HLN to tell them, oh, thanks for the new heater. By the way, it's throwing the same code, because I knew it had to be on my end, and it has been. So now I've got to just, obviously it's not going to stay like this forever. This is just, we're going to get this hot. I'm going to get a shower and a shave, and everything's going to be better. Then I'm going to go down there, and you see the filter housing there? One of you had bought me a new one, and I didn't put it in. I knew that someday I'd need one. That's got to come out because it's blowing out the side of there's an O-ring, and the O-ring keeps blowing out the side of that. So I've got to change that out, and that's when I'll do all that. And if I can get, and then put the heater. Oh, this thing is awesome. It's in, look at that. It's been running for 21 minutes, and it was running hot. Now it's running slow because it's up to temperature, and it's idling while it's exchanging the heat with a hot water heater. Excuse me, the water heater. Somebody always in the comments says, you don't need to heat hot water. You don't need to heat water if it's already hot. Anyway, it's working. It's going to be awesome. And so, yeah. It was a real bummer the last couple days. Things are looking up. We're gonna be making water again. We're making hot water. We're charging the batteries. Life is good, and I wanted to get something out to you. And so I apologize I hadn't got anything out to you for a while. I've been down in the dumps. You don't want to see me then. But I'm psyched now. Next time you see me, I should be nice and clean. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe, and as always, I'll see you on the one.